with what? Why not McLaurin? It seems like every time I watch a Washington game, I hardly hear about him. Is it just do defenses just prepare for him more, take him out of the game, or is it just like Sam Howell? I know he's got a horrible offensive line. Let's face it, it's horrible. But I would think, man, this dude should be getting more targets than he is.
You know what?
I don't get
I want to add on to that before you answer that, though, Sean. One thing, and I see a big issue with this in the NFL, in my opinion, is I'm just seeing quarterbacks being more and more scared to throw the ball in general. You know what I mean? Like there is such a big emphasis on run game to the point where like it's overly like too much. Like, you know, unless you're a freak athlete like Derrick Henry, and like pretty much Derrick Henry might be one of the only running backs that I can really put in this category. Unless you're averaging like 8 or 9 yards per carry, and then the running back on your team is only doing like, 2 yards, 3 yards. Like, why are you starting with that running back? You know what I mean? At the point, like, once you see that it's not working, like, oh man, like this, you know, this pass rush defenders, like they're good. Like, you know, I'm not breaking through as like my running back. Okay, stop that. And then start throwing it more, right? Yeah. And honestly, in that scenario, like I know they have Brian Robinson over in Washington, right? But yeah, you got Scary Terry. Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball on first down. Give him another shot on second down. We don't always have to do a run, pass, run. You know what I mean? We that's not what we need to do.
I completely agree with you. You guys saw it firsthand when we played you guys. We don't get him the ball until the second quarter or the third quarter, and I don't understand it. The only way I can really try to explain it is in the same thing that's going on with you, Kyle, in Atlanta.
Yep.
The system is the running offense. That's why Cordero Patterson, Tyler Algier, that's why you did a top 10 pick on Bijan Robinson. They are focused on the run game. So these wide receivers, they're going to take the slack on that. That's the same thing in Washington. We keep coming out to the media saying run, 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 even though we brought EB out there. And it's crazy because most times we don't get past those first however many scripted plays. And a lot of them is, like you said, run first down, run second down. Okay, now we're third and long and we need to pass. And then, they know exactly what we're doing. They're blitzing us. And we can't do it. A lot of it is protection in Washington, but a lot of it is also the fact that I don't know. And you guys know I've been very vocal about this. People give Sam a hard time, and I don't think they give the same people that same energy. And the reason why I'm saying that is because Sam is still a rookie. He's still a rookie on a team that is struggling. I mean, we just got rid of all of the Dan Snyder stuff, and then we bring in EB. You got a new offense. This kid's still a rookie. And at the end of the day, I think it is a lot more to do with the play calling. You know, you're giving me a running play out of the shotgun, and it's taking him, you know, he might get 7 yards, but if he starts 5 yards back, that's only getting 2 yards. So now we're at 2nd and 8. Now we get an incomplete pass because we don't throw it to Terry. We try to throw it to somebody else, and all of a sudden we're dealing with 3rd and longs. And then God forbid we get a penalty or anything like that. We don't have that type of offense to get it going. So right now it's a play calling thing. EB was supposed to come in here and do short passes and all that. Yeah. If you look at most of our routes, they're long developing routes. We don't have that kind of time. So Sam is taking sacks, and he is a rookie. So he's getting nervous out there, and it's showing.
It's not the play calling, it's your protection. You have none. Sam Howell's just getting murdered I hate to say that word, but the guy has no time, man.
What do you do? What do you do if you don't have a line? You throw short passes. You throw those little bubble screens. You do all that. Yeah. That's what EB did when he was with KC. And I know I'm not sitting here trying to say Sam Howell is Patrick Mahomes, but I am going to say when you scheme up and you sit there and you know, hey, Martindale's going to bring 6 guys. All right, great. Somebody, if we do a little quick screen, let these guys come in, dump it off to them. That's going to stop them from rushing up and bringing those corners and all that stuff in. You have to work with Sam because you're absolutely right. We don't have a line. I mean, this game, the last game we played was the least amount of sacks we've given up in a game, and that was one. Crazily enough, against the Eagles. But every game other than that this season, he's had at least 4 sacks. In the majority of those games, he's had an average of 5 sacks. He's getting killed, but that boy he's damn near tough, man.
I think Desmond Ritter this game.
No, he's tough. Definitely tough. I mean, I feel I know I will say things, I tease, but like in all seriousness, bro, I mean, boy, they gotta protect him better, man. It's just a little bit. Give him just a little time. I mean, those plays will be there, But I do like what you said about the little short screen, the 2-3 yard screen passes when that blitz comes. They bring the 4-5 man rush. So
sure, but kind of going back to your point though, Ben. Like we also are like. You're right. We don't have the best. They don't have the best O-line, but like even like Casey's O-line, man. Like Casey's O-line, like they're good. You know what I mean? So for Patrick Mahomes to throw those short passes, like Casey has had a good O-line for a long time. Like even
I don't know
but
about
that's the other.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Denver
but that's the other side to it. We talk about these other quarterbacks that have been there for years. And in experience, you learn different checks. You learn different defenses. There's a lot of stuff Sam hasn't seen already yet. And so there's a lot of times where people hit him with something new. And then all of a sudden now, okay, I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about that. And then he starts throwing these terrible passes that are getting deflected. And it's just like, that was a simple one, man. You should have just made that. You know what I mean? So